Not that any of us ever struggle for TV shows and films to watch, but just in case you do, nothing really appeals to you that's on TV right now. Old Gold Media have got a wonderful box set coming out to celebrate the 50th anniversary of season one of the classic British TV show, The Sweeney. I don't know if The Sweeney travelled outside of the UK. I know there was a film a few years ago starring Ray Winston, which did go stateside, directed by Nick Love. That was based on a TV show that started in 1975 and ran for 4 seasons. So it's like 53 episodes altogether. Now, what Old Gold Media have got to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the first season is a wonderful 5 Blu-ray set of season one with a ton of extras. I'm not going to talk you through all the extras because there are a lot, but, and I obviously have it on the screen, I have it on the screen behind me. I will put on text what these extras are, but there's a lot of commentaries, there's archival, an episode of something called Armchair Cinema, which were like one-off plays that were done in the 70s. There's one about the Sweeney called Regan. There is featurettes, there's interviews, these episodes from season one, which there are, let me just check to see how many episodes there are. 13 episodes. Each episode runs for about 50 minutes. I've seen bits and pieces of the Sweeney over the years. I've never watched the complete set. Now there is, whatever the phrase may be, you can buy the complete Sweeney on DVD. It's 14 discs, contains all 4 seasons of the show. They're not remastered. There are no extras as far as I can see. Certainly not compared to this new Blu-ray set that's coming out. This set is a Region B set, so for those of you outside of the UK, if you do want to watch it, you will need to, obviously have a multi-region Blu-ray player. But it does look like a fantastic set. The series itself, I have all the technical information there. It's 12 hours worth of episodes that you've got on there. Comes out on the 2nd of June. Now, the press release I got through does say the set retails at £74.99. But there are also 3 pre-order links on the press release I got. One of them was for HMV, where the set is listed for £49.99. So, you get it a little bit cheaper there. Quite a big bit, actually. If you go on Rare Waves, it is £52. If you go on Amazon, it is £49.99. And if you go on Zavi, it is £59.99. Varied set prices for exactly the same set. So for this set, you are getting the 5 discs. You are also getting, I'm just seeing if I can find what the page count for the book is. It just says booklet featuring an essay by Dennis Waterman, who, unfortunately Dennis Waterman isn't with us anymore. Neither is John Thaw. I guess this is what happens with a 50-year-old show. It kind of makes people who are also in their 50s like me feel really old, because I remember the show being on TV. I don't remember season 1 because I was only 4 years old and I probably wasn't allowed to watch anything like this because, this was a hard-hitting cop show that was very sort of gritty for its day on TV. For those of you who have seen the TV show Life on Mars or Ashes to Ashes, the character of Gene Hunt, played by Philip Glenister, would probably have been based on a copper, a bit like Regan, and a bit like most of the police officers in the Sweeney. So if you're in the sort of hunt for a really gritty, full box set of 13 episodes, 50 minutes each, so you're talking about the 12 hours, plus the extras, all the commentaries. Some of the commentaries are by Dennis Waterman. Then you could do far worse than checking out this box set. Now, also included in the press release was a teaser trailer. Now, looking at the teaser trailer, which I will play a little bit in this video for you, it does indicate that they may be releasing further seasons in Blu-ray. It mentions that the full show will be released in 2025. Obviously, we are in 2025. We're just before the middle of 2025. doesn't really give a release date, which to me indicates that if season 1 sells quite well, we may get season 2, season 3, season 4. I really hope so, because it would be great to have the complete run of the Sweeney rather than just a really fancy season 1 sitting on a shelf. So I will keep my fingers crossed that Old Gold Media do really well with this first season, and we do get subsequent seasons, so we can just watch all. I think it's like 53 episodes in total of this run, and I think it's some movies and stuff as well. And obviously you've got the Nick Love remake, which is nowhere near like the Dennis Waterman and John Thaw series, but it's still a good watch. So 2nd of June, prices vary. The Sweeney season 1, fully remastered. The episodes are in 4.3 because that's how it was in the 70s. There was no widescreen in the 70s, so if you put the discs in, you're like, why is it square? That's why. It's being seen the way it was seen back in the 70s. But it just looks better because you can watch it on a bigger TV in better resolution.